Screen is visible?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
So student, yes. Welcome all of you to the online lecture. Today we are going to study an interesting chapter of civics. Okay. So students, I would like to tell you that you please keep your civics, history civics textbooks with you. In that chapter number 3, open it and keep it with you so that it will be better for you to understand the chapter or the topic in a good manner. Okay. Now, in the last chapter, we have studied about the Gram Panchayat topic in the previous lecture. And in this lecture, we are going to cover the rural local government bodies. In that, units which we are going to cover are Panchayati Raj system, Panchayat Samiti, office bearers of Panchayat Samiti, and functions of Panchayat Samiti. So today's topic for our lecture is Panchayat Samiti. So students, it is a very interesting and easy topic to understand. So pay attention and listen carefully. One by one, we will cover all these topics. Now, Panchayati Raj system. What is Panchayati Raj system? First, I would like to tell you that our government, the Indian government, there are three levels of government, right? Central, state, local government. Now, local government is again divided into two parts, that is urban and rural. So, we are going to study about Panchayati Raj system, which holds the rural areas. So, Panchayati Raj system. Now, what is Panchayati Raj system? First, we will have a short recap of Gram Panchayat, that what is Gram Panchayat and what things are done by it. Gram Panchayat is at village level. It works for a particular village, and Gram Panchayat, Gram Sabha are the main pillars of it. And now Panchayat system, which we are going to study now. So Gram Panchayat and Jilla Parishad. You can see in the middle of it is Panchayat Samiti. So Panchayat Samiti is the coordinator, or you can say is the bridge between the Gram Panchayat and Jilla Parishad. Now, the most important point from this is that we should keep in mind, you all must know that there are 355 Panchayat Samitis in Maharashtra. Okay, so you would be asked this question because we are studying this chapter now. So you have to keep in mind that there are 355 Panchayat Samitis in Maharashtra state. Okay, and Panchayat Samitis. Now, Panchayat Samiti at block or taluka level. Now, what is a Panchayat Samiti? I will tell you an easy definition. What is a Panchayat Samiti? Panchayat Samiti means what? When it is at Gram Panchayat, a single village, and at Panchayat Samiti, single or many of the villages are grouped together and one division is formed, one block is formed. Means small villages are taken together and a block is formed, and that block is known as taluka. Okay, block level or taluka level, and villages are grouped as talukas, then it is said as taluka. Then Jilla Parishad. Jilla Parishad at district level. Then this is the third level of rural government, that is Jilla Parishad. In this, what happens? Panchayat Samitis, all the panchayats, small panchayat samitis are grouped together, and then a district is formed of that state. Okay, now Gram Panchayat means single village, then group of villages called as taluka, and group of panchayat samitis or a group of the villages that are taken at block level, the group of blocks or panchayat samitis is called as district. It is also known as ZP. Okay, that is Jilla Parishad. So now we will be studying about Panchayat Samiti, all the aspects of Panchayat Samiti, what all things are there. Okay. Now, Panchayat Samiti is also known as Kshetra Samiti in Uttar Pradesh and Janpad Panchayat in Madhya Pradesh, that is MP, and Taluka Panchayat in Gujarat. Now, this is an additional information, students, that you should keep in mind in various states of India. In different states of India, the Panchayat Samiti, as in Maharashtra, we call block level or Panchayat Samiti at taluka level, and in different states of India it is named as different categories. Like, so in Uttar Pradesh it is named as Kshetra Samiti, and in Madhya Pradesh it is named as Janpad Panchayat, and in Gujarat it is known as Taluka Panchayat. Okay, so you have to keep in mind all these names of Panchayat Samitis, which is called as a different, it is given a different name at their state level. Okay, so Panchayat Samiti in Maharashtra, it is named as Panchayat Samiti, and there are 355 Panchayat Samitis. Now, Panchayat Samiti, all the villages within a taluka form a development block. See, in this map, you can see this pink border line is shown to you. Now, all these small blocks you can see in this map. So what are these? These are the villages. These are the villages which are included in one block. Means all these villages are taken together under one division, under one block. And that block is called as development block or a taluka. Then the body that looks after the functioning of the development block is the Panchayat Samiti. Means the people, the members, or the body. Means body means here the language, in the language of civics, the body means all the members or all the officers who look after a particular office to run it smoothly. It is known as body of that department. Okay, so the body that looks after the functioning of the development block is called the Panchayat Samiti. Now here in this picture you can see some members are sitting here and discussion is going on, some meeting is going on. So these are all the body people, means these are all the officers or the people who are carrying out the functions of their office, of their department. So Panchayat Samiti. Now, it also acts as a link between the Jila Parishad and Gram Panchayat. As I told you, Taluka means Panchayat Samiti. The block level plays an important role because it is the main coordinator. It is the main bridge between the Gram Panchayat and the Jila Parishad. Now, we will be learning it in a vast or a deeper manner, so you will understand it in a better way. Now, there are 3-tier setup of Panchayati Raj system. Now, we have a 3-tier setup in Panchayati Raj system. As I told you, 3 parts are there. So, we will start from this. This is Gram Panchayat at village level. Gram Panchayat at village level means at a single village. Now, what Mahatma Gandhi has said that India is a country of villages. Okay, means village is a very important part of India. So, Gram Panchayat, it is the system which was started by Mahatma Gandhi first. It was established by Mahatma Gandhi, Gram Panchayat, or you can say Gram Sabha. So village level means Gram Panchayat, which works for a particular village. Then Panchayat Samiti, the second part is Panchayat Samiti, that is block level, means when all these villages are taken together and one head is there, so that is Panchayat Samiti. Then when all these Panchayat Samitis are formed, means many Panchayat Samitis are formed, then they are given again a new head, and that is Jilla Parishad, district level. Now students, you must have seen these words like taluka, district, post in while you are writing your permanent address, right? You must have seen your parents also. When we write our permanent address, at that time, all these things are written by us, right? Our name, the place where we stay, then the post of that place, taluka of that place, and district, in which district we are living. So today what you have to do after this lecture, you are going to ask your parents your permanent address and you will write it. So you will understand what we have learned today is about taluka, which is your taluka, which is your district, and how it is divided by the government. So systematically, see, everything is so systematic, right? So we should all know about all these things. Now we will move forward. Panchayat Samiti. Now we will see what are the various aspects of Panchayat Samiti, what things are included, it, how Panchayat Samiti is formed, okay, how it takes place. Now, all the Panch of the Gram Panchayat have an election amongst themselves, means Panch of the Gram Panchayat. In a particular village where Gram Panchayat is there, so there are 5 people which are the most important members of the Gram Panchayat Samiti, Gram Panchayat. So what they do, they have an election themselves. They conduct an elections amongst themselves. Now, what is an election? Election means, now we have seen many activities related to elections, and we have seen how elections are conducted in news also. In schools also, we have conducted many activities related to elections, right? So we all know what are election, when many people or some people, they are having their sign symbols and they are being elected by us when we vote for them. So some people are elected, so this process is known as election. So from their group, they choose some people to be part of the Panchayat Samiti. Now, what does this Gram Panchayat people do? They elect some members, and one or two members of them, they are elected to be the part of Panchayat Samiti. Now, what happens? Panchayat Samiti elections are held every 5 years. Means when we do elections, when we use our voting rights, we elect members for Panchayat Samiti, and then these elections are held after every 5 years. Now you have to remember this point also, that we are having 355 Panchayat Samitis in Maharashtra state, and elections for Panchayat Samitis are held after every 5 years. Okay, what is the time duration or gap duration for Panchayat Samiti to work is 5 years. After every 5 years, the elections are conducted again. Now, the members of the Panchayat Samiti choose a head who is called the chairman. Now, the members of the Panchayat Samitis, which are elected by us after the election, what they do? They choose their head, they have elections among their group, and then they choose a senior person or a head person for their Samiti, who is known as the chairman, okay? Or you can say the boss of the Panchayat Samiti is also known as chairman, okay? Now what happens next? The Panchayat Samiti chooses a new head again after 2.5 years. Means one chairman is elected now. Okay, he has given the responsibility of Panchayat Samiti. Now what happens after he works for that block level for 2.5 years, and after that again elections are done among themselves between the members of Panchayat Samiti, and then again after 2.5 years again a new chairman is elected by the Panchayat Samiti members. Now the Panchayat Samiti has a secretary appointed by the government called the Block Development Officer. Now, this is the most important thing that we have to remember. That is, the Panchayat Samiti has a secretary appointed by the government. Okay, so the state government appoints a person who acts as a block development officer. Means he has the responsibility to coordinate between the Gram Panchayat and Jila Parishad working in Panchayat Samiti. So block development officer, BDO, the short form of block development officer is BDO. Okay, so you have to keep in mind, short form of block development officer is BDO. Block development officer is the most important person of the Panchayat Samiti. Means he is the head of the Panchayat Samiti. Okay, then see, the BDO helps to coordinate the working of Panchayat Samiti. As I told you that BDO means block development officer is the person who coordinates between the Gram Panchayat, means what all things are going under Gram Panchayat under their section, and what all things are to be implemented which are given by the Jila Parishads. So he is the main officers to look or to monitor all the functions. For example, in schools we are having class monitors, right? So they monitor us for some time. So in the same way, block development officer is the monitor or is the main boss of the Panchayat Samiti. Now we will see the next office bearers of Panchayat Samiti. Means who runs the office who all are the officers of Panchayat Samiti. Whenever one department is there or any uh, functioning any block is there, so many officers are also there to they are to be appointed to look after the work which is given by the heads. So we will see now who all are the office bearers of Panchayat Samitis, means who are the people who look after the office of Panchayat Samiti. Now see, elections to the Panchayat Samiti are held after every 5 years. Now we have seen that elections of Panchayat Samiti are held after every 5 years. Okay. Then now in this picture you can see what this person is doing. Can anybody tell what is visible in this picture?
Teacher, one person is putting the letter into the box.
Okay, letter into the box means which letter it must be? He must be doing what? He must be?
He is voting.
Very good. He is voting. Very good. Now we have, as we have seen, elections. Okay. Now what they have done? The elected members elect from among themselves the chairman and deputy chairman of the Panchayat Samiti. Means after every 5 years, the elections are held and we, the common people, when we vote for them, the members are elected. And what these members are doing, these members are having elections among themselves. Okay, in their group, they have this election and then they elect a person among themselves. Okay. And this person is known as chairman. Chairman and deputy chairman, two persons are elected by the Panchayat Samiti members. Okay, now we will see what happens next in the working of office of Panchayat Samiti. Now, the chairman has the responsibility of calling the meetings and conducting the business of the meetings. Means the chairman is the person who is now in this picture you can see two people are elected by the Panchayat Samiti. One is the chairman and another one is the deputy chairman. Okay. First and second boss, we can say in simple language. So chairman and deputy chairman. Now the chairman has the responsibility of calling the meetings and conducting the business of the meetings. Means chairman, the boss or the main responsible person for Panchayat Samiti. He has the rights, means he has the power to conduct meetings and to ask questions to another officers that what all things are done till this period and what all things are to be carried out for the welfare of society. So this is his responsibility to conduct meetings. Okay, and ask all the business purpose, means what all things are to be carried out, what time is to be needed and what all things are done in the earlier period. So he has to do all the evaluation of Panchayat Samiti functions. Now next, now you must be thinking what is the need of deputy chairman? If chairman is there already, so why deputy chairman is needed? Now we will see. In the absence of the chairman, the deputy chairman presides over the meeting. Means if something goes wrong or if the chairman is not available on time, so what happens? He has some other work, important work, official. So at that time, this deputy chairman, okay, deputy chairman, what he does, he takes hold all the duties, he takes the charge of all the responsibilities of Panchayat Samiti and then he conducts all the work what is carried by the chairman. So deputy chairman is the another next important person that has all the same rights and same functions to be carried out for Panchayat Samiti. Okay. Now see what we have seen in this. Elections are conducted after every 5 years. Then members elect a chairman and a deputy chairman. When chairman is not available, then at that time deputy chairman looks after the functioning of Panchayat Samiti. So see what a systematic system we have to rule, right? So this is how the Panchayat Samiti office works. Now we will move and we will see the work and functions of block development officer. Now see, as I have told you, block development officer is the person which is recruited by the government. Okay, it is the person who is the most important person, or you can say most important coordinator. He is the main boss of Panchayat Samiti. Now, Block Development Officer. The short form of Block Development Officer is BDO. You have to keep in mind. So, now we will see what work he does for Taluka or block development. He is an official in charge of the block. He monitors the programs related to the development of blocks. Means he is an official in charge. Now, official in charge means what? He is an official in charge because he is recruited by the government. Okay, state government appoints him at that place in Panchayat Samiti as a block development officer. Means all the villages which comes under a taluka, and what all things are going on, what all things are needed, what is the priority, all these things are evaluated or observed by this block development officer. Okay, so he is the main boss. Now, what does he do? Implementation of all rural schemes for different sections of society. Implementation means all the things which are provided by Jilla Parishad to the Panchayat Samiti, okay, that are to be implemented in rural areas, means at village level or at taluka level. So what does this block development officer do? He carries out all these things from the state government and Jilla Parishad, and then he looks after that all these things are to be carried out till the village areas, okay, at taluka level. Now, execution of decisions of Panchayat Samiti works and action means all the decisions which are taken by the Panchayat Samitis that are to be fulfilled in a correct manner. So he looks after this. Then what does he do for block development or block taluka level? He looks after the development activities of NREGA, that is a scheme. Now, pension for widows, public distribution system, etc. Means the people who are not having any other liabilities to lead their life smoothly. So what does? He looks after that the schemes which are provided by the state government or which are provided by the Jilla Parishad to the Panchayat Samiti. He brings all that schemes at block level and then he implements and gives order that these all things are to be implemented at taluka level, at village level. Okay, so see how important work is done by block development officers. So you can see now BDO means block development officers, which work at the taluka level, are having so many responsibilities to be carried out for our talukas. Okay, now we will see working of Panchayat Samiti. Now we have formed a Panchayat Samitis, we have done elections, we have elected members and members have elected their chairmen, then deputy chairmen. Now we have got a block development officer from the government. Now we will see what all works are done by the Panchayat Samitis. Okay. What are the steps that are followed by Panchayat Samiti? So the Panchayat Samiti prepares a plan of the schemes to be implemented in the development block. Means Panchayat Samiti, what it does, it plans for the block level, means what all things are to be done in first hand, means what all things are very important, very what we say are very prior, that are to be done in first foremost manner. So this type of planning is done and then this plan is implemented at the block level. Now second, what work is to be done by Panchayat Samiti? It is binding on the Panchayat Samiti to hold at least one meeting every month. As we have seen, chairman, deputy chairman, block development officers, what they do, they conduct a meeting every month. One day is selected and from the month, and at that day all the discussions are there. Means what all work is done earlier, what all works are to be carried forward, all these things are done, discussed, and solutions are taken out in this meeting. So it is compulsory for the Panchayat Samiti officers to take at least one meeting in a month. Okay, so Now we will see the third working step of Panchayat Samiti, that is the Panchayat Samiti receives a certain amount of money from the district funds. Now you must be thinking, okay, all these work is to be carried by Panchayat Samiti, block development officer. So from where does they all get so much of funds? So we get funds. Funds means we require money for working a department in a smooth manner. So we Panchayat Samiti, it receives a certain amount of money from the district funds, means district level and the state level. What they do, they provide funds to the Panchayat Samitis so that they can carry out what all works are needed at taluka level, at village level in a smooth manner. Okay. Now, fourth step, it also receives grants from the state government to carry out the development schemes of the development block. As I told you, state government also helps. It provides various schemes, it provides various grants, various policies. Everything is provided by the state government and Jilla Parishad to the Panchayat Samiti so that they get help to run their block level, taluka level in a smooth manner without any interruption. Okay. Now, we will see functions of Panchayat Samiti. Now, what are the physical functions of Panchayat Samiti? It is very important, students. So listen carefully and see what all functions are there of Panchayat Samiti. Now, we live in a state, Maharashtra, right? So we are also having a different taluka. We live in a different districts. So what all things are to be there in our taluka level, at our district level. So you will get to know what all things are there at taluka level. What are the main functions of taluka or Panchayat Samiti. Now we will see functions of Panchayat Samiti. These are very important functions that we have to keep in mind. Now, functions. Now here 8 functions are given. So one by one, I will do the explanation and you listen carefully and see, you have to remember all these functions. Now from the starting, what we have learned, we are living in a state, Maharashtra. We have 355 Panchayat Samitis. We are having elections of Panchayat Samitis after every 5 years, and the main officers are chairman, deputy chairman, and block development officers. Now we will see what are the physical functions that are carried out by the taluka or block development officers. Now, functions. First one is providing financial aid to the weaker section. Now, providing financial aid. Financial aid means what? To raise funds for the weaker section, means people who are lacking behind, who are not having any job, or who are who are not having any proper educations. So what they do, Panchayat Samiti, what it does, it provides them financial aid so that they provide them financial help, money help or financial help to so that they can start their small businesses, okay, and they can carry out their household expenses in a smooth manner. So see what an important factor it is, no, providing financial aid to the weaker section. Then primary education means providing primary education. So see, this is also very important. Now what we are doing right now, we are taking primary education, right? Now you are at the age of 11, 12, 13, right, in 6th standard. So what we are taking primary education. So this is also very important that everyone should get primary education, and no student or no child should lag behind in taking primary education. So it is the responsibility of Panchayat Samiti to provide all the school facilities, qualified teachers, all the facilities which are needed for the school education, for primary education. So all these things are provided by the Panchayat Samiti at the taluka level. Now next is building roads, gutters, wells, and bore wells. Means now this is related to hygiene. Now building roads, construction of roads should be maintained. Means if they are maintained, if they are made once, then again and again their maintenance should be looked after. Means they should be smooth, no interruption should be there, and the quality or quantity, everything should be measured. Then gutters, wells, and bore wells. These all hygienic facilities, or what we say drainage facilities, right? So drainage facilities should be maintained, made properly, and they should be observed time to time. Now vaccination. Now vaccination means it is called as Tika Karan in Hindi. Tika Karan. You must have seen your younger brothers and sisters, parents take them to municipality hospitals for Tika Karan or vaccination, right? So these are the facilities which are provided by the Panchayat Samitis in municipality hospitals, that the babies of a small, or what we say youngers, they get vaccinated so that they are not captured by the diseases, right? So vaccination, it is also a very important function of Panchayat Samiti. It is to be provided by them. Now providing clean drinking water facility. Now water facility, right? Water is the basic need. So Panchayat Samiti again provides water supply facility, means drinking water is provided in villages. So this is also very important function of Panchayat Samiti at taluka level. Now promotion of handicraft and cottage industries, means small industries are made in which women which are not having any other person to run out their families, or the people who are lagging behind in the society, they are helped out by promoting this handicraft and cottage industries. These people, what they do, they go in these companies or factories, we can say industries, and they work there and they earn their livelihood money to run their families. Now helping the farmers improve agriculture and livestock. Now see the most important function of Panchayat Samiti. Now what Gandhiji has said, I have told you. Gandhiji says that India is a country of villages. Okay, means villages are the most important aspects in India. So agriculture, the main occupation of Indians in village, we have, that is agriculture is the main occupation of India in village. So what does this Panchayat Samiti do? Panchayat Samiti provides all the equipments, all the seeds, all the material which is required for the growing of the crops in a proper manner. Okay, so all these things are provided by the Panchayat Samiti to the farmers. Okay, because they are very important part of our nation. Agriculture is the most important occupation of India. We should know about this. Okay, now next is cleanliness of roads and disposal of waste. Now as I told you, roads are maintained and their cleanliness is looked after, and disposal of waste means all the waste material, the garbage is to be dumped in a right place, in a right manner, and it is to be looked after by the officers that no other diseases being spread by this garbage. So disposal of waste means what all garbage is stored at a place, it should be dumped in a right manner. Okay, so students, these are the 8 functions, physical functions of Panchayat Samiti. These are very important. What are these? Now we will see the pictures and you will understand it easily. Now here you can see providing road, electricity facilities. Then this is vaccination facility. See, doctor is giving vaccination. The child is being vaccinated by the doctor. Tika Karan. Okay. Then agriculture equipments, all the seeds, all the equipments which are needed for the agricultural growth are to be given by the Panchayat Samiti. Then drinking water facility is to be provided by the Panchayat Samiti, means supply of water. Then primary education, okay, education is to be provided by the Panchayat Samiti. Can anybody tell me now what are the functions of Panchayat Samiti? You can see these pictures and you can tell me one by one what are the functions of Panchayat Samiti. Can you tell me? Hello? Hello, students, can you tell me what are the functions of Panchayat Samiti? You can see this picture?
I am telling, Miss.
Yes.
Miss,
Yes.
first is Miss, can I
Yes, you can.
provide fictional ads to the weaker section?
Very good.
Promotion of handicraft and cottage industries, primary
Very good.
education, then
Yes, primary
helping the
education.
farmer improve agriculture and livestock,
Very good.
then cleanliness of road,
Yes.
disposal of waste,
Yes.
providing clean drinking water,
Yes.
vaccination,
Yes.
and road gutters, well, bore wells
Very good. So
will
all
be
these,
clean.
yes. So these all are the functions. Very good. Thank you. And so these all are the functions of Panchayat Samiti that are to be carried out at block or taluka level. So you have to keep this in mind. Okay. You have to learn and you have to remember all these things, that what work does this Panchayat Samiti it is carrying out for us. Okay. Now we will see. Now we have seen the functions of Panchayat Samiti. Now, once again, we will do a short recap and then after that, I will ask you some questions. Okay. So, what all things we have learned today? We have seen Panchayati Raj system. Means what is a Panchayati Raj system? Panchayati Raj system is a three-tier system. Means there are 3 steps included in a Panchayati Raj system. We have a Gram Panchayat in it, then Panchayat Samiti, and then Jilla Parishad. And today what we have studied is about Panchayat Samiti. We have studied about Panchayat Samiti, how Panchayat Samiti works at a block level or taluka level. Means we have 355 Panchayat Samitis in Maharashtra, and when all the villages are grouped together, a group is formed, then it is called as a taluka or block level. Okay. Now, next we have seen about Panchayat Samiti is also known as a Kshetra Samiti in Uttar Pradesh and Janpad Panchayat in Madhya Pradesh and Taluka Panchayat in Gujarat. Means in different states, we have different names for Panchayat Samiti. In Maharashtra, we called it as Panchayat Samiti. So you have to remember it. Now, Panchayat Samiti, all the villages within a taluka form a development block. Means all villages are grouped together to form a block. And the body that looks after the functioning of block is known as Panchayat Samiti. So we know right now we have looked out the process of Panchayat Samiti. Now we know the definition of Panchayat Samiti. Now we will see, once again we will do a short recap of elections, how elections are conducted for Panchayat Samiti. Now Panchayat Samiti is a link between the Gram Panchayat and Jilla Parishad. It acts as a bridge between the Gram Panchayat and Panchayat Samiti. Now, third one we have seen the 3-tier setup. Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti, and then Jilla Parishad. So, you have to remember this setup. Then we have seen the functioning, the steps which are followed by the Panchayat Samiti. The elections are held after every 5 years. Then the members, they elect members. They elect among themselves one chairman and one deputy chairman from them, and a government officer is elected, that he is known as the block development officer. Now we have seen elections are held after every 5 years. Chairman, deputy chairman is taken out, and the responsibilities of chairman and deputy chairmen are to conduct the meetings, to do the evaluation, the work which is already done and work which is to be done. Then we have seen the working and the functions of block development officer. He is the person which is elected by the government. Okay. Now he acts as a coordinator. Now we have seen the steps or the working of Panchayat Samiti. Panchayat Samitis gets funds from the Jilla Parishad and state government to work out smoothly. Now we have seen the physical functions of Panchayat Samiti. Right now we have seen the diagram of Panchayat Samiti's physical functions: vaccination, maintenance of road and electricity supply, water supply, primary education supply, agricultural equipments and livestock supply. So today we have completed the Panchayat Samiti topic. Now we will do some question answer round. So students, can you see this? Fill in the blanks. So what you have to do, you have to find out the answers from this bar. Can you see this blue bar is there, no? So you have to search the answers from this. Options are given. You have to search out the answers and one by one you will give the answers. Okay. So first, there are dash Panchayat Samitis in Maharashtra. Means how many Panchayat Samitis are there in the Maharashtra? Can you answer? Anybody?
Yes, Miss.
355.
Very good. There are 355 Panchayat Samitis in Maharashtra. Very good. Correct answer. Now, can you tell me what is the second answer? The dash is the secretary to the Panchayat Samiti. Who is the secretary for the Panchayat Samiti?
Miss.
Yes.
Chairman.
Chairman is the secretary to Panchayat Samiti. See, option is given here. Find out the answer. Yes. Who is the secretary to the Panchayat Samiti? Nobody knows. Yes.
Panchayat Samiti.
No.
Kestra.
No, I will answer it. Now see.
Miss, can I answer? I got.
Yes.
Block Development Officer.
Yes, very good. The BDO, the Block Development Officer, is the secretary to the Panchayat Samiti. Very good. Secretary, when the word comes secretary, it means who is the secretary? He is the Block Development Officer. Okay. Very good. Now,
I am telling.
okay, now we have solved two questions. Now we will see the third one. Elections for Panchayat Samitis are held every dash years.
5 years.
5 years. Very good. Elections are held after every 5 years. Now, can you tell me the fourth one? That is, the head of the Panchayat Samiti is called the dash. Who is the head of the Panchayat Samiti?
Kristra.
Huh? No. Head of the Panchayat Samiti. We have
Chairman.
chairman. Very good. The head of the Panchayat Samiti is
Chairman.
Yes, chairman. Now, the dash looks after the administration of a block. The department, what is that department called? Who looks after the administration of block? Find out the answer from this option.
The dash.
Looks
Panchayat
after.
Samiti.
Yes, very good. Panchayat Samiti is the administration office of the block. Now, can you tell me, Panchayat Samiti is also known as dash Samiti in Uttar Pradesh, UP. Kshetra. What is that? Kshetra. Okay. So, Panchayat Samiti is also known as Kshetra in Uttar Pradesh. So, students, very good. You have understood the topic well. Now, so today we have completed the topic, that is Panchayat Samiti. So just write down, or you can take the screenshot of this homework. This is the homework for you. Write down the functions of Panchayat Samiti. What you will do, you will write down the functions of Panchayat Samiti one by one. And if you have, you can stick the pictures of the functions of Panchayat Samiti. What all facilities are provided by the Panchayat Samiti. Okay. So thank you everyone for listening carefully, and your response was also very good. Just read out this chapter thoroughly and you will get many more ideas that what all things are there in Panchayat Samiti. We have covered many things. And if you will read it, you will once again, you will get revised it up. Okay. So thank you everyone for listening so carefully. Thank you so much.